Hello and welcome to That Football Podcast, your weekly dose of everything football. I'm your host, Massimo Sciascesi, and today I'm joined by a very special guest for the first time on this channel, Austin Baldwin. He'll be delivering some ball knowledge with me about the upcoming, Premier League transfer news, transfer sagas, everything happening in the world of football right now. Austin, how are you today?
I'm great. I'm glad to be on here. Thanks for the opportunity.
No problem. Thanks for coming along with us. So obviously this is going to be episode 8 and we'll be covering the latest news in world football. All right. So to start things off, we'll start with the Gyökeres transfer saga. And as you know, that it's pretty dirty. Like, it's not looking very good, is it, Austin?
Yeah, well, basically it was like almost here we go one week, but now it's like they're still discussing like prices and stuff and wages. And I don't even know if it's going to happen anymore, to be honest. But like, if Arsenal really do get this signing over the line, they've just booked their ticket back into the title race, I reckon, because with City and Liverpool making all these moves, and Arsenal being silent without signing a striker, it just looked like Arsenal were just not going to be in a title race again. But if they get that Gyökeres deal over the line, they will for sure be back in the title race competing with City and Liverpool.
100%. So obviously Arsenal are looking to sign Victor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon, looking for a 5-year deal until June 2030. And obviously he has an £86 million release clause, which is €100. Sporting are willing to sell for a fee of around £60 million, which is €70 million, plus £8.6 million add-ons, which is around €10 million add-ons. And since joining the club 2 years ago, he has gotten 97 goals in 102 appearances, back-to-back Golden Boots, plus back-to-back league titles, and he is known as the Swedish Haaland.
Well, even he wants to leave the Portuguese league as well. He wants more of a challenge. He wants to go to Europe's top 5 leagues and prove what he's got and prove the striker that he really is. 97 goals in 100 and how many games it was?
102 appearances.
100. That is just absolutely ridiculous. And he wants to play abroad, and it sounds like he is keen to play for Arsenal. It was either Arsenal or Juventus, because he was also linked with Man United, and he said no to Man United, which is a bit crazy to think. Even though Amorim is there, he probably knows that, he probably won't be very good at United. But it was either between Arsenal and Juventus, but it looks like Arsenal. But if he goes to Arsenal, I think he was at Brighton a few years ago and he didn't get a chance in the Premier League and stuff like that. But I feel like with Arsenal, he's going to be starting consistently, and it will be a very good opportunity for him to play in Europe's top 5 leagues.
100%. And the thing where it's breaking down with negotiations is actually that Sporting want as much money as possible. But don't forget that Victor Gyökeres is 27 years old.
Yeah, 27. It's like middle range, to be honest. It's not too young. It's not too old. He's got a solid 5 years in him if he signs for Arsenal. And to be fair, it's around £70 million or something. It's not a bad deal, to be fair, if you compare it to other players like Alexander Isak, who Newcastle won't even let go for minimum 100 million. To be honest,
100%.
A lot better price. So Arsenal, just honestly, if they really want to win the title and stay as a title contending team, they need to get that deal over the line.
100%. And Australia and Arsenal obviously need this striker. It is absolutely important to their game plan. It is something that Arsenal have been lacking for the last few years, which everybody can see.
Yeah, exactly. And also, even Arsenal have just been... They've been a bit busy lately with transfers as well, like Noni Madueke for 50 mil. I honestly, in my honest opinion, I think it's a 50 mil down the drain, to be honest. I can't lie. I mean, for Noni Madueke, 50 mil is a bit extreme for Noni Madueke, don't you think?
Well, I was planning to put him around, the Elanga range, because maybe Elanga is pretty good, but they're probably around the same level. I mean, Elanga went for 55 mil. So, I mean, it could be a bit hefty.
Yeah, but the thing is, with Elanga to Newcastle, Elanga will start. But with Madueke, he's going to be like a backup for Saka.
That's true. That's true.
And
And
if you're going to get a backup for Saka, I think it should be around 30 million, to be honest, not 50 mil for Madueke.
so the latest with the Gyökeres saga is obviously he is not planning to return to Sporting Lisbon camp for pre-season. He has no intention of going back. He wants to go away. He only has Arsenal. And also his agent has accepted to give up 2 million euros fee from his salary to help the deal surpass and actually agree with Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's keen to play for Arsenal, so just get that deal over the line, honestly.
Obviously, and with obviously the talk of Arsenal, we got to talk about Arsenal in this transfer window. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, so Gyökeres is almost there. Madueke is confirmed. Is Zubimendi actually confirmed, or did that deal fall off?
Yes. No,
Zubimendi
so
confirmed. Norgard as well. Norgard from Brentford. That's another one.
correct. So I have everything here. So obviously, we were in talks with Christian Mosquera from Valencia, which now actually has the here we go and is confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. That's done there.
I've heard he's a good prospect, Mosquera. I think he plays for the youth teams in Spain. He's been at Valencia for years. He's been a starter for like a couple of years now. Apparently, I don't watch much La Liga, but from what I've heard of, he's a pretty decent defender.
Well, Arsenal have actually got him now. I'm not sure about the fee there, but that is confirmed according to Fabrizio Romano. Also, we have going for Eze. Apparently, he wants Arsenal, but we haven't officially bid for him yet, but we are looking for him. Also, outgoings, Thomas Partey. He leaves as a free agent. Tomiyasu has decided to terminate his contract by mutual consent, obviously still out injured. Arsenal have also brought Zubimendi for over 60 million euros. We triggered his release clause from Real Sociedad. Obviously, we have good transfer business with Real Sociedad before.
Yeah.
Also, we've got Christian Norgard as 11 million euro fee has just been accepted.
And he's Premier League proven as well, which is, I think that's a very decent signing. He won't start, obviously, because you got Declan Rice, Mikel Merino, Odegaard, Zubimendi now as well. He won't get a lot of minutes, but he'll put in a shift when he gets the chance. He's Premier League proven.
Obviously, and also he's very good at set pieces, so I think he works into the set piece play with Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, along with that, we have bought Kepa for £5 million. £5 million.
Not a bad backup. I mean, he was solid for Bournemouth last season, to be fair.
Obviously, Noni Madueke for £50 million with add-ons on a 5-year deal. And also, we have open talks for contract extension from William Saliba, as obviously he has been targeted by Real Madrid from this transfer window and for the last few transfer windows.
Real Madrid are really keen to swoop William Saliba. Even though they just bought Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth, they've sniffed around William Saliba for years.
So obviously, all of this just has to come down to this guy, Andre Berta. He is no joke. The sporting director at Arsenal came from Atletico Madrid before, 15 years experience at Atletico Madrid.
I mean, the experience is showing, bringing in all these players and stuff, but all these signings have been quite solid, to be fair. But Gyökeres, that is the most important one. Even Arsenal for the last few years, they've just been signing midfielders, defenders and stuff, decent little players, but they never get a striker. And that's why they just miss out on the big trophies.
100%. That needs to be done. But Andre Berta, obviously, I think he will get it down the line because he's actually regarded as one of the best sporting directors in the world at his time at Atletico Madrid. And this was a crucial decision and good decision by Arsenal to appoint him as sporting director.
That is a very good decision, yes. And Atletico Madrid have made some solid signings over the past few years and have made some decent profit as well. So it's good that he's bringing that experience to a team like Arsenal, who are really looking to get some silverware next season, because 3 seasons in a row, they've came so close to getting some silverware, but they just never get it over the line. So I think with a new sporting director, and if they get the Gyökeres deal over the line, I think this season is the season where they win some silverware.
Personally, it's actually my opinion that this is basically Arteta's last season. If he doesn't win anything, he has to go. He has to be sacked. There needs to be someone to replace him. That's my personal opinion.
But who?
Anyone else, someone, but he has had too long at this club. He needs to at least bring something, an FA Cup, an EFL Cup, anything. I don't care what it is.
I think Arsenal next season will challenge for the league. Even if they get Gyökeres, they will challenge for the league. I think they'll be second or third, but I think they'll just miss out. But I think you'll get like an FA Cup over the line, I reckon.
Okay, and still talking about the Premier League, Manchester City, Trophyless.
Trophyless, last season, not a good season at all for a team like City. You know, 4 titles in a row, won a treble in the past few years, loads of trophies, super squads year after year. But the Rodri injury really caused a negative impact. You know, players are getting on like KDB, Kovacic, everyone getting old. It was just an aging squad. Most important player out injured. But I feel like with this transfer window, Pep has really been serious, bringing in some young players that he really wants, like really young, talented players like Kuzanov and Nico Gonzalez, and he's brought in Omar Marmoush, and he's got Savi, other young players like Savinho, Doku and stuff. He's brought in Tijani Reinders from AC Milan, who I think is just an absolute brilliant player, honestly. The games that I watched for AC Milan, Tijani Reinders, you don't understand how slick of a player he is. He is an incredible, incredible player, and I think that's an amazing signing for City, even though it was only £40 million or something, only 40 mil. And City have just been serious, and because after a trophyless season, you know, it's nowhere near good enough for a team like City, and I feel like next season it's going to be serious.
So obviously, so no trophies for Manchester City in 2025. Knockouts of the Club World Cup to Al Hilal in an absolute drama of a game. Can we just talk about that game?
Yeah, what a game. I was actually watching it in class as well. It was just goal after goal after goal. But I feel like the thing that let down City was Edison's poor goalkeeping that game. That was an awful goalkeeping performance. And even City are also keen to get a goalkeeper as well. It's mainly Diego Costa from Porto. If City get that goalkeeper, that'll be the most complete squad. And I think City will easily win the league, to be honest, if they get that deal over the line. City are more than capable of winning this league.
100% agree with you. Like, they've done it before, you know. They're Man City. You got to be scared of them.
City.
They are.
Exactly. Even that one season where they finished second and they were miles points behind Liverpool, straight after that, 4 legs on the bounce. And a treble.
Yeah, speaks for itself.
I think this season coming up, City are going to be as strong as ever and really come back a lot stronger, especially with the new signings they've brought in.
So obviously the last trophy for Manchester City was the Community Shield in 2024. But Haaland's in the Club World Cup for that goal that he scored. It's now his 300th career goal. He's only 24 years old.
You reckon he would catch up to the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo?
Well, that's what we're in here for. This is literally a debate. Can he catch up to Ronaldo?
But the question is, with the departure of Kevin De Bruyne, will Haaland get the correct service he needs, and will he get as much goals without someone like KDB?
Yeah, well, because the thing is, right, Haaland's not like like a Ronaldo or Messi back in his day, where they literally go and get the ball, take on a few people, and then score the goal. The thing is, right, with Haaland, he can't do that. He's like massive, he just stays in the box, he stays in his area, and
Yeah.
you need a good provider. He will
Yeah.
score the goals, but you need someone to get the ball, pass it to him, and then he will go and finish it. That's the difficult thing.
And to be honest, let's be real, KDB is irreplaceable. He's irreplaceable, yes. But with a player like Tijani Reinders coming in, who's got an insane IQ, and he loves to do those lofted, chipped passes into the box, which defenders just can't read. I think that'll be perfect for a player like Haaland. And also, City have also brought in Ryan Ait-Nouri, who's also a brilliant provider. He's like Algerian Jogger Benito at left back. Like he loves to provide for strikers, like he did at Wolves as well. So with providers like Reinders, Ait-Nouri, even people like Savinho can get involved. Ryan Cherky as well to provide for Haaland. Yes, it's not KDB because KDB is irreplaceable. But with players like Reinders and Cherky who have amazing talent and IQ, I think that will help out Haaland a lot, but not as much as someone like KDB who can do impossible passes.
Yeah, well, Man City look absolutely scary this summer. Obviously, you've named a few signings that they've made. So they've made top summer signings, obviously, with Ryan Cherky to Manchester City for £35 million plus add-ons, according to Fabrizio Romano.
This amazing window.
Crazy.
Do you know there's another team that's been absolutely busy this transfer window?
Who else?
Chelsea. Chelsea have been extremely busy. We should honestly talk about them now. I mean, Liam Delap, Joao Pedro, Jeremy Bino Gittins. They've been insanely... And they brought in Estevao as well. Andre Santos is back from loan. Joao Pedro in the semi-final and the final. His goals against Palmeiras. Right, what a player, Joao Pedro. And Liam Delap, who was very solid for Ipswich, even though they got relegated. He got like 14 goals in the league. I mean, Nicholas Jackson is in big, big trouble now.
Yeah, I mean, so Chelsea obviously triggered that release clause by Ipswich for Liam Delap, £30 million release clause from Ipswich to Chelsea. I mean, this guy speaks for himself, He's hardworking. He's a good guy. I always used to say that Arsenal should have got him in January on like a 6-month loan, but this guy, he's going to do wonders at Chelsea.
Yeah. Like, Chelsea are going to look strong next season. Like, imagine like Palmer on the right-hand side, Neto on the left-hand side, and then they have Joao Pedro in the middle, and then Delap in front of them. And then they got like Enzo and Caicedo behind Joao Pedro. That is a proper good team. Very, very good team. And I think they'll make top 4 for sure. They'll be 4th for sure. But I think there will be moments that they could compete for the league at the slightest, probably around that December, January time. I think they'll give it a push,
Yeah, they're looking very good. Obviously, with that Club World Cup win, I mean, who would have had odds on them beating PSG?
There's something about Chelsea being underdogs in, semi-finals and finals and end up winning. Like 2012, Barcelona in the semi-final, they were a super team defeated by Chelsea. In the final, they beat Bayern Munich in Munich. And they were a super team as well. And then 2021, they beat City in the final, who were on like a 30-game unbeaten streak. Chelsea were the underdogs, still beat them. And then this year against PSG, Chelsea were massive underdogs, and they beat PSG.
Crazy.
Like Chelsea are never a team that you should doubt and mess with. They're never a team to mess with. Because if you underestimate Chelsea, it's a long day.
I mean, Maresca has done wonders for this team. They have turned up in European finals. They've turned up in finals. They are a team not to mess with this next season. That's what they've done. With them now winning this Club World Cup, they've literally just said to the Premier League, watch out, we are coming. This is not the Chelsea team from a few years ago. This is a new, improved Enzo Maresca Chelsea team.
Because now Bowley is kind of locked in with bringing in the players that they need, spending money well now, and then with a new manager like Maresca, who knows what he's doing now, and Chelsea have got a very young, I think they've got the youngest squad in the league as well, and their players have got contracts for like over 6 years and stuff like that. So it's a good squad, and they're only going to get better in the next 2-3 years. I think they can get a league in them. To be honest, it's a young squad.
I mean, it's good transfer business by Chelsea because when you think about it, it might have been crazy amounts, right, on the transfer fee, but they've done it over a 6 or 5 year period. So it chunks out small bits every single year. And then what they do, they sell some of the players, like just what they did from Madueke to Arsenal for 50 mil. That's basically covered that just for 1 year. You know, it's actually smart transfer business by Chelsea, you know.
Yeah. To be honest, I think Chelsea could be above a team like Arsenal or a Liverpool or a City. You know, they could even be top 3 or top 2. You never know. But
honestly,
personally, I think 4th is the most realistic position because they got an amazing squad. Very young. And like I said, in the next few years, they're only going to get better. They're already a very, very good squad, but they're just going to get better and better. That's what I'm saying. In the next few years, they will have a league in them. 100%.
And Cole Palmer, mate.
Cole Palmer.
He's so good.
Cole Palmer. The two guys who just drifts inside and slots it past Donnarumma. And Donnarumma has been on fire lately. And he just got absolutely destroyed by Cole Palmer.
The thing is, with Cole Palmer, is his ability to protect the ball that is so good. His ball protecting skills, you know, to fend off players, hold the ball, you know, feint, go past them. It's so good. It's world class. It's one of the best.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just can't believe City got rid of him. That's the thing that's really turning my head around.
It's a bit of a blunder, really. I mean, Pep, you know, not a good decision there.
And Pep rarely makes mistakes, but that is poor. Like, really poor. So,
do you actually know this fact that I saw today, right, on Instagram? You know, Chelsea are the only ever team in history to hold the Champions League and the Europa League at the same time.
Europa League, what do you mean? What?
Okay, so they won the Champions League against Bayern Munich. What was it? 2011, 2012,
2012. Yeah.
And what happened? The next year, they won the Europa League. But you know how the Europa League is before the Champions League?
Yeah.
So they held the Champions League. Before the Champions League final was the next year, they held it. Then they won the Europa League the following year. So therefore, at that time they won the Europa League, they technically held the Champions League and the Europa League at the same time.
What the fuck? And they're the only team to win every European trophy.
I mean,
in England, they are like, people talk about Liverpool being the kings of Europe. What about Chelsea?
It's debate, actually, when you think.